The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt becomes tasteless, what can make it salty again? It is good for nothing, and can only be thrown out to be trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hilltop cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp to put it under a tub. They put it on the lampstand, where it shines for everyone in the house. In the same way, your light must shine in the sight of men, so that seeing your good works, they may give the praise to your Father in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. You are the light of the world, so let your light shine. Do you remember the book of Genesis and the first account of the creation stories? No? Genesis, Bible, remember? Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 3. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was without form or shape, with darkness over the abyss, and a mighty wind sweeping over the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Before the beginning, there was not nothing, because there was God, and what else? Before the beginning, there was God, and the earth was there, formless and shapeless, and darkness was hovering the abyss. A mighty wind, more powerful than the westerlies, was sweeping over the waters. Before the beginning, there was not nothing. Aside from God, there was chaos. By God's act of creation, God placed order in a world that was chaotic, formless, a total omnishambles. God's first act to put order was to say the words, "Let there be light." It's not yet even Valentine's Day, but the year 2020 feels to be a very, very long time. We have reeled, wobbled in the first few weeks of 2020 in almost utter disarray, from the catastrophic bushfires that gutted many parts of our country to reports of tragic accidents caused by irresponsible drivers. Yet this chaos is not limited to the land down under. The world is also in utter disarray. From an average of 20 volcanic eruptions around the globe to China's coronavirus. Do you know coronavirus? Do you have coronavirus? No coronavirus? I hope not to get some when I go back to the Philippines this Tuesday. But if ever that I'll have, I'm more than willing to share it with you. To Singapore's monkeypox. Have you heard of monkeypox? There's another disease coming around from Nigeria to Singapore, monkeypox, to Iraq's and Syria's missile misfires, to political parties not putting into account their leaders for blatant, obvious abuses of power, among others. The world is in chaos, and any God-fearing person may opt to beg the Creator for light, or if God can put more order in this chaotic world. But we are past that stage. We have already received the light, the power of God. And St. Paul reminded us in today's In today's second reading, St. Paul reminded the Corinthians about this. He did not bring human philosophy, nor the sweetness of his mouth. He came to bring the power of the Spirit, the power of God in the person of the crucified Christ. This power, this light, rises in the darkness to the upright. As the psalmist reminded us, this power, this light, is the same Christ that was raised on the cross and rose on the third day to bring salvation and light to all. Jesus is the light of the world, and anyone who follows the Christ will have the light of life. Amidst all these chaos and uncertainties, you who have followed Christ have the light of life in you. So let your light shine. But how do we let the light in us shine? It is not as easy as turning on your iPhone's flashlight. But Isaiah, in today's first reading, has given us the stuff with what to do and what not to do for us to let the light shine. Share your bread with the hungry. Shelter the homeless poor. Clothe the naked. Do not turn away your kin who needs your help. Let go of your vindictiveness. Let go of the yoke, the clenched fist, and the wicked word. When was the last time you uttered a wicked word against a relative or a friend or a classmate? Why are you all looking at your feet? For the prophet Isaiah, by doing good, saying good, and being good, your light will rise in the darkness. So when was the last time you invited a poor for a cuppa? When was the last time you helped prepare food for the women and men fighting the bushfire? When was the last time you gave decent clothing for others who need it? This is the clothes that you drop in the bin that you don't use because they're relatively useless. That doesn't count. When was the last time you bought new clothes, not for yourselves, but for others who need it? When was the last time you have let go of the hate in your heart against your sister or brother or mate? Do good, speak good, be good, and let your light shine. However, your goodness has to be seen by the women and men of today. It is not meant to be hidden under the tub. The good that you do ought not to be for self-aggrandizement. You do good not to be praised. You do speak and be good, not to receive likes in Facebook or Instagram. For as the gospel has aptly reminded us, seeing your good works, they may give praise to your Father in heaven. For all the good you have done, for all the good that you have said, do your family, do your friends, do your mates see the God that we worship? Or do they just see someone in need of attention and recognition by others? I hope and pray that when you allow your light to shine, it is God that they see and recognize. Do good, speak good, be good, and let your light shine.